your top tier takeaway on this ruling?
First, I think that this is another example of what you just played on the clip before the break, where you have these district judges who have been stalling President Trump's agenda on issue after issue, including immigration. And then the Trump administration has to go to the Supreme Court on an emergency basis. And more often than not, the Supreme Court has said, district judges, you have gone too far, you've seized too much power, and you have to give more deference and respect to the president, and here, aided by Congress, in the field of immigration. Here, this program that you're talking about, it's a humanitarian parole program that allows the president, on humanitarian reasons, to allow groups of people in from countries that are undergoing disruption. But then it also gives the president the right, at his discretion, to end it. And here, district judges weren't allowing President Trump to use that power which Congress gave him.
Human rights groups and Democrats sort of generally today are saying, so you have 500,000 people who made it here, were here expecting to be here for a long time. Some of that, were a lot of them given refugee status here, and now their whole lives are being yanked out from underneath them.
I have a lot of sympathy for that argument. I came to the country as an immigrant, and I'm a naturalized citizen. I understand the great symbol of hope the United States has for people all over the world. But that doesn't mean that we should ignore the law. And here the law said quite clearly, you don't have a legal right if you come in under this humanitarian parole program to a permanent status like you would if you had come through the other a variety of ways, and that status could end any time because it's supposed to be temporary. It's supposed to be there only while there's troubles in those countries. So they've been used more. This program has been used, for example, to bring people in the United States when there have been wars, for example. And when those wars end, then the program ends. The more other thing that I think it's worth saying is that President Biden, I think, might have extended the program too far when he extended to these 4 countries, gave everybody from those countries the right to come in to the United States because it was part of a program to stop enforcement of the immigration laws on the southern border. So President Trump here is saying, I'm just trying to restore things to the way they were before the Biden presidency. If these critics were right, then this program would only be a one-way ratchet, which would never allow the president to end what's supposed to be a temporary humanitarian parole.
So had